it's currently Monday, April 21st, and I have a few days to finish pieces for a teacher show, an art show that I'm going to be participating in, and I have a lot of work to do. I already started one. I started this painting. There are a few paintings I have to fix. The problem is a lot of them aren't stretched right now, which is not ideal, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. I was also thinking of using some older works. I don't know. I don't have a lot of time and I need to make moves. Joann's is going out of business, and I went like a couple weeks ago at this point, and I got these obviously wood panels. I don't know, they're so precious to me. Like, oh, and they're falling. Basically, they're these like beveled wood panels, and I gessoed them so that I could paint on them. And obviously you saw the rectangular size. There's like this larger circle size. I don't know, I think maybe like either doing little portraits of puppets or something that has some symbolism, or just like a little vignette. Then the rest is, yeah, I have larger paintings I need to get done, as well as I have this painting that I started, and it's very large. Takes up a lot of space. I'm really excited to work on it. I just don't have the time to finish it right now. Hopefully you'll see me working on it later. This is, there's a lot of glare, but this is the other painting of the crocodile that I'm finishing up. It should be done with it pretty soon. I just have like a few more things I want to do on it. I gotta get cracking on everything, basically. Okay, so ignoring the mess of my space right now, I wanted to show you the paintings I'm talking about. Don't know how this is gonna work. If I use clips like this and attach it to the top here, it should be fine, because it's basically the same height, with extra room for stretcher bars and whatnot. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I'm thinking if I do something like that. Is this upside down? No. Okay. Oh my gosh, it'll just sit on top, and that way I don't have to take the canvas off, which is nice because I spent a lot of time putting that together. Okay, let me get a clip. Clip, clip, clip. Ah, don't fall, please. Okay. Well, I think that works. I mean, it's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I just need to do some adjustments on this, and there's a lot more I want to do with it. I made this in my first year of the MFA towards the end of the year, and I liked it, but there wasn't much, it wasn't doing much for me, and I think it was the start of more of the fantastical realm I'm getting into with my work. I think I'm gonna keep it like this and go from there. So I actually ended up switching out the painting you just saw for this one. Originally I had planned to work on both pieces, maybe even finish them both in time for the show, but yeah, that definitely didn't happen. I only had time to paint over one, and this is the one that made the cut. Also, just a heads up, sorry in advance for the glare you'll probably notice on the surface. My ceilings are super low, and finding decent lighting has kind of been an ongoing battle. I'm still trying to make it work. As for the painting itself, I've been trying to bring more personal mythology and world building into my work lately. I've always loved narrative-driven pieces, but I want them to feel like they're part of a bigger and stranger universe that's slowly unfolding. In this one, there's this demon-like guy fishing, and he's kind of just sitting there. There's definitely something weird going on with his expression. I'm not totally sure what he's thinking, and maybe he doesn't even know, but at the same time, I like that ambiguity. This piece is kind of a continuation of this creature/puppet kick I've been on. I've been really drawn to these odd, in-between characters, kind of sad and absurd, also a little off-putting. So yeah, this painting is just one more step in building whatever strange, slightly tragic puppet universe my brain seems committed to, and honestly, I'm just trying to follow it wherever it wants to go. So this is as far as I got last night with the painting. I added this silly little demon guy who's fishing, which the lighting is really bad in here, but I hope you can see it a little bit. Yeah. Right now he's too red and the background's too red. His coloring is supposed to be red, but I also wanted this like intense background as well. So I'm going to have to push around the values and also maybe shift the background to be a bit cooler, so that way he's not just blending in. But this is where I got. And he needs a lot more work, but he has a little devil tail, chicken feet. So I have a bit more work to do with it. I think another few sessions and it should be good, but I gotta basically build up the atmosphere and just make it come together. We'll see how far I get tonight, but it was really nice today. So I went out, went to the dollar store, picked stuff up, just, you know, regular supplies I needed. So I have this, which is a wall shelf. Got it from the dollar store. I think you can hang plants on it and stuff, but I actually thought this was perfect because it would make a great swing for one of my other ceramics. So he's really beat up right now. Don't judge him too harshly, but I was thinking he could sit on this. And then I would have probably not this string. I mean, we'll see. I think I'm going to crochet something, but essentially I'm going to make a little swing for him, and I gotta thank Jamie. I gotta thank one of my friends for this idea because I thought it was the cutest thing ever and now I have to do it. But essentially just create like a little swing and he could just sit on that and hang, and I think that would be really, really cute. I don't know if, let's put I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get it in for the show. Oh, there's so many things I want to do. I wish I had all the time in the world, but I don't. So we're gonna work with what we have. Maybe I can get this done by the end of the week, along with the painting. Am I overly ambitious? Yeah. Is it gonna stop me? No. Hopefully not. I mean, depending on the time, if I can finish it. But yeah, I am excited. I just have to do them. And I think the show is really good because it's pushing me to actually get stuff out. Having deadlines for yourself is so much harder to maintain than if somebody else gives you a deadline. At least for me, because I know, like, I don't want to let them down, or I have a certain expectation I need to uphold, and so I'll get it done in however much time the deadline calls for. But when it comes to self-managing deadlines and creating deadlines for my own work and just personally in general, it's so much harder to maintain. For now, I think this is a good push to really get me, like, get the ball rolling, you know? Anyway, I'm rambling, but I'm gonna check back in with you guys later, and we'll see how much I get done. So for this piece, the idea is to have him perched on a swing, and I wanted to call it, or title it, Counting Sheep. Which I know is a little silly, but I'm crocheting a gradient blue pillow for him to sit on, and the straps will hang down with tiny stars, kind of like a mobile. And to give him more of a cloud-like feel, I added cotton to his body, just enough to make him look soft and floaty, but still a little odd. He's somewhere between sweet and unsettling, which honestly feels right for what I'm trying to go for. I didn't get to finish him in time for the show, unfortunately, and you won't see him fully come together in this video either, but he'll definitely be making an appearance in the next one, so if you're interested in how he comes together, look out for that. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. I added quite a bit since you last saw it. I'm sorry for the glare, by the way. The lighting here is awful. But I added some more textures, some more color. I'm trying to go for more of an impressionist feel. And right now it's in kind of an ugly phase, but we're getting there. We're getting there.